everyone, I'm Whitney Adams, the host of the Whitney 8 channel on YouTube, and I'm here at the WSWA TV studio at the 73rd Annual WSWA Convention and Exposition. And I am joined by Johan Belin of Chapters of Ampersand.
Hello, Whitney.
Hello, Johan.
Hello, Whitney.
So nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
This is your first time at WSWA?
Yes, first time.
What are your thoughts? What are your first impressions?
Well, just that. Impressive,
Yeah, very impressive.
Big. And I come from Sweden, which is a small country.
Yeah.
And when you go to the US, everything just goes big.
Especially in Vegas.
Especially in Vegas.
So, with at number one, this fantastic cognac, can you tell us a little bit about what makes it so special, beyond the packaging, which we will certainly get to in a second?
Okay. Well, first of all, it's a very limited edition. We only have cognac for about 300 pieces.
Wow.
And also the blend is quite amazing because it's, as most cognacs are, it's a blend, of course. And it's made up of 2 grand champagnes from 1974 and 1943.
Wow.
And those two are the youngsters because at the oldest part, which is about a third of it, is from pre-phylloxera, before the wine plague, 1870. So it's about 140 years old. So on average, the blend is like 90 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I'll
nice.
just be taking this home with me.
Well, you can. I mean, it's just a price to
Really?
pay.
Oh, okay. So can we talk about this amazing package here? I mean, it is literally art.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a long history of impressive packaging in the beverage space, but you really have kind of gone above and beyond here and raised the bar, I think. So what was the inspiration behind the packaging and finding the right artist?
Actually, it was Bertil, my associate, and me, our work in the Swedish glass industry.
Okay.
And in a way, a frustration that nothing really interesting was happening. So we had this idea that if we can make beautiful glass, why not fill it with something beautiful? So and they wouldn't have it at the company that we were working with. So we thought, well, it's a good idea. Let's do it ourselves. And through our work through the years, we attained a lot of good friends, both on the glass side and on the spirit side. So we asked them, do you want to work with us and do something amazing? And luckily for us, they said yes. and what we did is we all came together and discussed the idea, and then we left the artists and the master blender alone and told them just come up with a nice package for us.
Yeah, see you in a few months.
Yeah,
or however long it takes.
Well, they pretty much, I think, they after a few hours, they came up with a basic idea that we kind of iterated around, and then we ended up with this.
Oh my goodness! And it's a couple different colors here.
Yep.
Well, you have the blue and the black.
Yep.
And the cognac here. Wow.
And I think that's also a result from the discussion between the artist and the master blender to get the color to play together with the amber from the cognac, with the glass, the light, the blue, and everything.
It's beautiful. So what's your goal in terms of marketing the product? On-premise, off-premise, and what's the reaction from everyone so far?
Well, to start out with, Bert and I, we're not spirits people.
Right.
We come from a totally different, so we're learning as we're going, and we got great tutors and great inspiration people in MHW that we're working with here. So I would say our goal is just to get established in the US market, in the right markets around the US.
Right.
I think we have a feeling that we will start off-premise, which is not restaurants. On-premise is restaurant, right?
Right.
So when we get established off-premise, hopefully on-premise will see that this is a nice product.
Right.
People have it, they like it, and it could do something good for their premises, so to speak. And we do have on-premise in Macau. So we have 2 2-star Guide Michelin restaurants and 1 1-star Guide Michelin restaurant and a very fancy bar in Macau. So we have a little bit of on-premise, and we like that too, of course.
And I mean, because you're just learning yourself, what are some of the lessons you've learned in trying to come into the U.S. market? And would you have any advice for another small startup trying to break through?
First of all, surround yourself with good people that can see what you're trying to do. And to be very concrete, I would say call John Baudet at MHW. They've been fantastic to us and really helping us above and beyond the call of duty, as you say, in informing us on how to approach and putting us in contact with good brokers and just being all around nice and professional guys.
And so what's next? Is there going to be an ET number 2?
Yes.
Can you give us a little teaser?
A few days before we went over here, I almost finalized the deal with our new designer, which is a woman of outstanding skill, of course. We only work with those people.
Of course.
And we also have our master blender, Folke Anderson, he was actually the master blender for the Swedish Monopoly. So he was a really big customer all over the world when it came to buying aged barreled spirits. So he's out in Scotland now, getting samples for us, so we can have a good choice of what to put in the next piece. So hopefully, if everything works out, we'll be introducing ET number 2 in October.
And a Scotch.
A single malt Scotch. That's where we're at right now.
Okay, so really the sky's the limit with what you guys can do.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's the concept of it. It's just to combine art and craft in spirits with art and craft in glass.
Amazing.
Just try to make it come together.
Thank you so much, Johan. And thank you for joining us at WSWA TV.